like if you found the video valuable. The storm came faster than expected, rolling in over the mountain pass with a fury of black clouds and lightning that split the sky. 4 hikers, Mara, Lucas, Jody, and Trent, scrambled along the narrow trail, their flashlights barely piercing the sheets of rain. They had planned only a day hike, but the weather had other intentions. When Lucas spotted the cabin, half buried in the trees, they rushed toward it without hesitation. The door creaked open at the lightest push, revealing a single-room shelter. Old beams groaned overhead, and the smell of mildew clung to the air. But it was dry, and that was enough. Then they saw it. On a rickety wooden table in the center of the room stood a lantern. Brass, dented with age, its glass cloudy, yet inside, a weak flame flickered. "Must be a prank," Jody muttered, her soaked hair plastered to her cheeks. "There's no way it's still burning." Trent leaned closer, eyes narrowing. "There's no fuel. Look, empty tank. But the flame's alive." Mara felt her stomach twist. Maybe someone's here." They searched, but the cabin was empty. Dust coated the floorboards. Cobwebs clung to the corners. Nothing but that lantern, steady and soft. They gathered around it anyway, shivering. Outside, the storm howled and lashed the cabin walls. The flickering glow painted their faces in long shadows. That was when the whispers began. At first, they thought it was the wind, low sighs brushing against the windows. But then the voices grew clearer, weaving through the room. Words too faint to understand, layered over one another. Lucas swallowed hard. "Do you hear that?" Everyone nodded. The lantern's flame brightened. The whispers sharpened into fragments. "Stay. Don't leave. Light the way." Mara backed away, her chest pounding. "This isn't right. We should go, storm or not." But when she tried the door, it refused to budge. She pulled, shoved, slammed her shoulder into it, nothing. As if the wood itself had grown stronger. The whispers rose, desperate, echoing around them. Jody clutched her head. "They're inside my ears," she screamed. The lantern's flame flared white, and in that glow, Mara saw them. Faint outlines of figures, pressed against the walls, their faces melted into sorrow. Dozens of them, watching. Lucas staggered back. Oh God. One of the figures peeled from the wall, drifting forward, mouth opening wide in a soundless scream. The lantern pulsed, and the whispering stopped. For a heartbeat, silence. Then the figure lunged. Trent grabbed the lantern instinctively, lifting it between them and the shadow. The flame roared upward, blinding. The figure shrieked and dissolved back into the walls. But now the lantern was different. The flame no longer looked like fire. It writhed, like something alive, something trapped and hungry. Mara realized the truth in a sickening flash. The lantern didn't protect them. It kept them here. The whispers returned, pleading. "Feed the flame. Stay forever." The storm raged outside. Inside, the hikers huddled, breathing hard, as the lantern's glow filled the room with unnatural warmth. Trent set it back on the table, his hands trembling. "We can't touch it again. We just wait for morning." But the flame flared taller, reaching. Shadows peeled from the walls again, dozens now, stretching, clawing. Mara screamed. Lucas grabbed her hand. They all pressed together, eyes locked on the lantern as its light swelled and swallowed the cabin whole. Outside, the storm passed. The forest quieted. When a pair of hunters stumbled upon the cabin at dawn, they found it exactly as it had been for decades, abandoned, decayed. Except for the lantern. On the table, it burned quietly, waiting.